Hello everyone, and welcome to Stretford.
He's mental.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Stretford Paddock. I'm Alex. That's Stephen. We're talking about a football game that ended very much 0-0.
We're talking about Ronaldo opening the door.
And then, but we'll start with Ronaldo talking about the door. We will get to the game. We'll get to do the debuts that were handed out tonight.
We might not.
But we just asked Ronaldo to close the door for us. It's a door that we leave on the latch.
5 minutes.
And it took 5 minutes for him to figure out what leaving it on the latch does.
So it's a door with a thumb screw lock with a bolt that comes out. And he shut it. Now, if he shuts it and locks it from here, we're locked in this room. We can't get out. There's a key on the back of that door there. I don't even know where that key is.
Nope.
I don't think we've ever had that key.
Nope.
And we ain't got a key for that door.
Nope.
We would just be locked in here.
There's a lot of room, though. That'd be all right. We'd be all right.
Yeah, I'll have to designate a pissing corner.
There?
Where the cardboard is.
Yeah, that'll do.
Not a good idea.
Fine. Anyway, so...
Don't make me talk about the game, Al.
It was very, very much 0-0. Very 0-0. Apart from... Let's have a good laugh to start with. Dan James, I don't know what he was doing, but attempted to tackle someone in our own box. That didn't go very well. No. He kind of just ran into him.
And then the penalty also did not go very well.
I
was sitting there going, 1-0 here. Oh.
It was so bad.
Did the hop and all. It's easy. Thought it was dead easy because everyone says it's dead easy.
Yeah. Hopper told us about the hop.
The hop said it's dead easy.
It's not easy. He said it's not easy.
Spanish lad didn't like it,
He did not like it. He put that. It was very, very close. I say very close. It was close to being a very good penalty. If it's a foot that way, it's in the top corner and looks fantastic.
Right, that's a lot of space, that.
But it's, don't do it at Old Trafford when you're 4-0 down. And it wouldn't have got that nervy, but if you score at 25 minutes, you go, let's get another one soon. We've got a game in our hands here. Don't hop and miss it.
And if you get another one before half-time, United go, well, we're not making loads of changes at half-time. Oh, maybe we are, but for different reasons.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, what a terrible game of football.
And then the only other real highlight in the first half was Bruno hitting the bar, and that was it.
Sound?
That was it. So that was the first half. And then the second half, Ollie made some strange subs. Now, this is... He brought off Bruno, he brought off Fred, and he also brought off... who was the other lad he brought off? Dan James. No, it wasn't Dan James. Wan-Bissaka he brought off. Brought on Brandon Williams at right back, made sense. Twanzebe midfield kind of made sense. But then he brought on Marcus Rashford, the lad that needed the night off, I thought.
Did. I wonder how much of that was, here's the anniversary of your debut, wear the captain's armband for a bit. But what are we doing?
Yeah.
Why are we being sentimental?
I don't know.
This is a professional football club, I thought.
Yeah.
Let's be professional about this. And all right, a 0-0 Borefest is kind of professional. But what a shit game. We was having a conversation before the game and you was like, he's playing a strong team, get a roll on, bit of confidence before Chelsea.
It's killed that, really.
Jesus. Unless they were thinking, let's really confuse Tuchel ahead of weekend about how we might attack. Because what was the point of that?
It was all over the place. The Rashford substitution didn't make too much sense. And then we did get the two lads making their home debut in the Europa League, not Champions League.
Still pretty quiet from both of them.
Still very quiet. Again, to be.
But is it just one of those games where Sociedad was like, because they didn't really go for it either.
No.
And it takes two to tango. You can't have a one-way war.
No.
Really.
They didn't sit back. I think they kind of switched on a little bit from the first leg when we can't do what it did in the first leg. There's no point us doing that because, again, if these lads get confidence, they could.
There was no room in behind this time. Not like last time. So they dropped the line back 15, 20 metres. And that eliminated a lot of what United were very good at.
Yep.
And then...
It was just... Shoretiri, though, becoming the youngest ever player for Manchester United in European competition.
Do you know what, though? I'm going to be real with you here. I don't know why. I don't want to slag a kid off making his debut. It's a great thing, but I don't necessarily see... Whereas maybe with Galbraith, I've seen performances that go, do you know what? You've earned this. Shoretiri sort of signed his deal, and it's kind of like, now you're the new hot shit. It feels forced. It doesn't feel like the managed sort of introduction we saw with Greenwood. It doesn't feel like the sort of managed introductions we've seen with some other players. And it doesn't feel, like I know he's done well in the 23s this year, but it doesn't feel like, oh, he needed this step up to keep his development going. It feels kind of like, a shiny thing. For me, he's almost an identical player to what you've got in Ahmad.
It does.
So you're like, well, what? Where's the... Do you know what I mean?
It also feels that maybe it's a little bit of... We're talking about him making his debut as the youngest player, or playing the youngest player for Manchester United in European competition. It seems like it was more of a box ticked by the club.
Yeah, was it
to
like
do something like that?
Break a record, balls, like...
Great, that's what you want. Whereas, like you said, Galbraith, considering... I wouldn't say injury crisis because we aren't Liverpool.
No, but
we
there's
are
a
short
lack of
in
options.
midfield.
There's a lack of options in midfield. If Matic was out today, it would have been Scott and Fred.
Yeah, it would have been.
Supposedly, if Van is injured and not
Scott's
an alien,
injured as
right?
well.
Scott's injured. Pogba's injured. Like, you need another option, and Galbraith's been playing international football. This isn't a lad like that's. He's been playing against men more for his country than we've ever given him the chance to do for United.
And maybe if he'd have come on tonight, I'm not saying he plays in the Premier League, but we've got other fixtures. We've got Leicester in the FA Cup he could play against. You've got the next round of this you could play in.
Whether he ends up playing Premier League football or not, and I like Ethan, I think he's a real talented player, and I think he's got the sort of temperament that probably would suit playing Premier League football. Yeah. Even if you just give him 10 minutes, it's that bit of rest for someone, bit of a rest. And he also knows that if you've played him for 10 minutes, like let's say he played 45 tonight, and he's on the bench, and he got 10 minutes against Chelsea, which is a massive game. And invariably, when you put these youngsters in those massive games, how often did he fuck it up for you? Because it's not often.
No.
And then further down the line, we're playing fucking West Brom or something. Go on then, I think let's have a look at him because he's ticked these boxes already. And you're not going, I have to just play this kid now because everyone's dead.
Yeah, which, again, you've got to that position. And like I said, it feels like the Shoretire one was, look...
Because have you seen anything since he came in as a first-team player where you go, fucking hell? I have with Ahmad.
I have. I've seen a few touches and you go, fucking hell, that's sharp. That's quicker than any other player we've got. He can go past a player quicker than we've got. Shoretire is 17 and he's not really shown that as well. I seen him just get shoved off the ball tonight. And he just went, that's going to happen. That's going to happen.
I'm sure he's got a career. This is a kid that's been advanced quickly.
This isn't writing someone off at 17.
No, not at all.
This is just why is it?
He's also played he's played up at every single age group at every stage throughout the kid's career. But I just don't understand the introduction of him just yet. And like I said, I'm sure he's going to be a phenomenal footballer in a couple of years. What is he doing different to Ahmad?
And what is he going to offer to the squad for the rest of the season as well? Is it just because he isn't going to play? Is he? He's not going to start a game. He's not going to make a difference. You had Galbraith on the bench. You had keepers. You could have even brought Bishop on and made. If you're going to make a debut, put a goalkeeper in and go. Look, there you go. That'd have been a bit more. You could have maybe made some changes to rest some more players. You maybe not brought on Marcus Rashford and maybe done that. You don't know what's going on Ollie's head, but there's a few odd decisions tonight in terms of playing Bruno Rashford at all. Playing Wan-Bissaka at all for 45 minutes seemed like an odd one as well.
Yeah, you're not trust Brandon to do 90 minutes?
90 minutes.
He was fucking flavour of the month last year. What's happened now?
He nearly got sent off in 6 minutes.
It's Brandon, not.
That is Brandon. So, we are through. It has been... We did 0-0 that one. What do you see in the Europa League? Because, for me, these last two games...
Thursday nights, Al. That's what I see. I see Thursday nights.
Fridays become miserable when we do Thursday nights.
Oh, God, yeah.
But do you see Ollie is targeting this a little bit with the strength of the teams he's put out in both legs? There was still no need to put a strong team out tonight. No.
It was 4-0. Did you look at your 11 and go, might lose 5-0 here? No. 0-0 was always on the fucking cards.
It was always definitely on the cards.
Jesus, wet.
But go on, what do you see of the Europa League? Do you see him pushing on? Do you see him not risking it? The thing is in the league at the minute is we've got a little bit of a buffer. This weekend's important because if you drop points this weekend or lose this weekend,
they're right in the mixer.
They're now in the mixer of.
But if you beat them, we're strengthened where we are.
Again,
not winning the league. We ain't overall in that unless there's some monumental collapse from City which I don't envisage. No. So you just got to make sure you finish second or third, really.
Yeah.
You don't want to be scrapping for fourth. So if you can finish second or third, happy days. Ollie does need a trophy.
Yeah.
This might be a trophy, but there's still about 400 fucking games to play to get to it.
Last 16 good teams in it as well. I think there's 5 British teams in it.
Inter still in it.
Inter is still in it, I believe.
Tough
Ajax is
teams.
still in it.
Like,
Roma.
you can't just look at it and come out with the utter bollocks that Arteta did. Like, yeah, we'll win that Europa League. We'll be in the Champions League next year. What? Shut up, you dick. Like, what are you talking about?
I think when Mourinho did that, it was a massive risk. And number one, he had a very, very good team that year and fully sacked off the league. Arsenal have got to be careful. They're not in fucking 16th by the next few weeks. Like, they can't sack the league off. United can't sack the lead off, which is the only way you can really do this.
Funny, though.
Who else funny if they finish?
Funny, though.
Well funny if they finish like 15th, 14th. Could happen still.
Defo.
Because they're 11th now. After a lot of games. It's not like we're well into the second half of the season now.
Mint.
And they're 11th.
Yeah.
It's been fun tonight, hasn't it?
No.
The best bit for me was talking about Ronaldo's conspiracy theories and then seeing him trying to open a door. That was the highlights. What was your highlight?
He's our Carl Wilkinson, isn't it? Look at him. Peeping.
That couldn't have been timed any better, by the way. Just peeking through the door. He is, and we do need the show with Ronaldo. We don't know what it is. We're thinking maybe he just brings a topic to us every week.
I want to do a diary, but he won't write one.
He won't write a diary. But we'll figure something out, because I think you lot at home,
You don't know how mental he is.
he's see the
fucking
glimmers.
mental, like,
that
yeah.
15 minutes half time is that much.
He's mental.
Is
Trust
that
me,
much?
he's fucking mental. In a bit.
In a bit.